Hello, Solvetchkin, the Streamin' Demon here with a deck update. This is right after the release of Aetherdrift, but this is actually a deck that I have been playing for quite a while in Standard. If you've seen my previous video on the Jund fight rigging deck from around the time of when New Capenna was in Standard, this is an updated version of that deck. I've been running that same deck pretty much since that last video, and this deck just can't be beat in ranked play. It's at the end of the video, I have I think 3 consecutive wins that I'll post where you can see this run. But even without fight rigging, being able to cheat out some of the bigger bombs here, we actually have adjusted to ramp really hard, but we also have a couple of loopholes to cheat out some of those bombs now, such as Cruel Claw. We can use that to cheat out some pretty big cards early in the game. But rather than rely on fight rigging and shakedown heavy to combo out around turn 4 or 5, we're actually more focused on ramping pretty hard. So we use Invasion of Zendikar to get some good ramp from 4 up to that 6-7 mana curve. Early on, all we're trying to do is remove their pieces from the board. So we have Deep Cavern Bat in here now, still running Go for the Throat. Assassin's Trophy was a great addition to this deck because you can target any permanent, not even non-land. So yes, you could destroy land if you want, but you do give them a land back, so that's kind of silly. But this is great for enchantment, artifact removal. I've also added Withering Torment because enchantments are a bit heavy in the meta, but I'm thinking of pulling that out now. Now Aetherdrift released, when we had Duskmourn just out, everybody was playing a lot of rooms, so I put that in here. Might take that out maybe for more Go for the Throats or something else, but it's in there for now. Brotherhood's End is a great sweeper. This is such a clutch card, especially with the current meta. A lot of decks like to go wide, throw a bunch of tokens out there. A lot of people are running things like Heir Apparent, White Weenies, stuff like that. And this just turn 4 or 5, they've dumped their hand. You play this, people usually just quit. Gliss is just a great card. Shieldred's just a great card. These are still in there. These have always been in there. Decadent Dragon I really like because we get to take some of their cards and that helps us ramp as well. So using that adventure on Decadent Dragon actually really helps us ramp because that's what we want to do. We want to ramp up and drop some of these bombs. So Vaultborn Tyrant is a new addition here. I used to have Titan of Industry, but I honestly, this is a better card, I think, just flat out. Atali is still in here. Atali and Breach the Multiverse are the 2 primary bombs that we want to run into. And they'll play off each other. You can usually get one into the other and just keep going. Virtue of Persistence is great. Just having that utility to remove something. And then again, on the back end, this is a really big bomb. And we can start looping, again, Atali or other cards that are in our graveyard. Just keep bringing them back. Rottenmouth Viper is another new addition here. That's a pretty solid bomb, and you can also get that out earlier by sacrificing other permanents. So I usually don't play it like that, and I am only running one of them, but you could definitely add more of those in here. This is a great card. And then we're still running Evasion Fiora just as a board wipe. But because we have so many legendaries in here, this can often be a one-sided board wipe. A lot of times I'll destroy all non-legendaries and keep out my things like Glissa, Shieldred, Atali, Lumra. Those are all legendaries. Vaultborn is not, but yeah, that can often be a one-sided board wipe. And then for lands, Fabled Passage is back in Standard, so we're running that because we've got 3 colors. Couple of Pain lands. and a couple of check lands in here. Just whatever I had in my collection, pretty much. Nothing too scientific here. But yeah, that is the current Jund deck that I'm running. And I haven't found a better deck in standard rank. As this is as of the release of Aetherdrift, but I have been playing this since New Capenna, and always finish a season ranked platinum or higher. Very, very rarely do I actually lose a game with this deck. Most of the time, once I start dropping the Atali and Breach, people just quit on me, just because they know that they're toast. So I'll put up some footage of me winning some games with this, and yeah, if you want to give it a try for yourself, this is my list, but you can certainly tweak this. There's a lot of other great bombs. I haven't updated this, frankly, just because if it's not broke, why fix it? But yeah, I haven't put too many new cards over the last couple of sets in here, so I'm sure that this could be optimized. If you have suggestions, leave them in the comments, drop me a note.
die. The sun always rises again.